Hello, my friends, and welcome to Yoga by the Moon. My name is Michelle, and I'm here to guide you through a last quarter moon practice for the last quarter moon for July 7th of 2026. Last quarter moons are the very, very end of the lunar cycle. It's a final, cleansing and release. We kind of assess everything that's been working in our pathway so far, in our life so far, and we recognize the things that haven't been in alignment, the things that are not fitting with us, the things that are not working for us, and we let those go. We remove those elements, and we just continue. That way we can make room to continue on a path that is in alignment with us. This particular last quarter moon takes place in the sign of Aries, and Aries is a very action-oriented fire sign, very motivated, very energetic sign. So this particular release is a very energetic release. It's asking us to really take actionable release, and not just soft release. This is a very intentional, moving release process with Aries. This also takes place during the season of Cancer, and Cancer is a very emotional, self-attuned water sign, and so we really want to look at where our energies are being drained, and we want to focus that actionable release from Aries in those areas, the areas that are draining our energy, so that we can let go of those things and not have that energy vampire on us anymore. So if you'll join me, we're going to begin our practice standing today with our breath work so that we can begin some actionable breath work, actionable release. So I'm going to stand and face you on the mat. Our breath work today that we're going to do is known as the breath of joy. And this is a very energetic breath work. It's a very action-oriented breath work for Aries. It's also very releasing, and it also is very, it's called the breath of joy, right? So it's meant to make you feel very happy. So we have that energy and action and fire of Aries involved in there. We have that release of the last quarter moon, and we have joy, we have that happiness, that emotion that we bring in the energy of Cancer, all in that same breathwork practice. So to do it, we're going to stand with our feet either hip distance or slightly wider, firmly planted in the mat. And the inhale is a 3-part inhale with 1 loud exhale. And so I'm going to demonstrate the first one, and then we'll do 4 together. So you take in, all your inhales are through the nose, and your exhale is going to be through the mouth. So you're going to inhale through the nose once and lift your arms up to shoulder height. Inhale again through the nose and turn your arms out wide. Inhale one last time through the nose and raise your arms up. And with an exhale, you're going to bend your knees and drop your arms back, and let's sit with a loud ha. And we do it much faster together. So I'll do one more demonstration at the actual pace, and then we'll do 4 together, okay? So go ha. 3 together, go. Just come to standing on your mat. Feel that energy, that prana, that life force moving through you now. Maybe your heart rate is a little elevated. Hopefully you feel a little bit of joy with that. Now we're going to remain standing with our feet where they are. And we're going to do 2 rounds of moon salutations for this practice. I figured, a lot of people have heard of sun salutations, but there actually is a moon salutation as well to greet the moon. And this is also a very energetic moon practice. And so I thought it would be very well placed with an Aries moon to do it. So we're going to inhale, raise our arms up to the sky. Exhale, take your right hand and grab your left wrist as you tilt over to the right. making a crescent moon with your body. Inhale, arms back on up. Exhale as you step out wide and then sink into those knees, cactusing those arms in goddess pose. Inhale, straighten those legs, arms on up. Reach your right arm out to the side, keeping your legs straight. And then when you can't reach anymore without bending your spine, just tick-tock your arms down. Right hand down, left arm up to the sky, triangle pose. And then exhale as you bring your left hand down, turn your left foot towards your right. Keep your right leg straight with a soft bend, folding over in pyramid pose. Take a deep breath in, then exhale as you drop onto that left knee and rise on up in low lunge. Take another deep breath in. Exhale as you bring your hands to the inside of that right foot now. Come up on that left knee and sink way deep into your right hip as you straighten that left leg in Skandasana pose. Or like when I teach kids, I like to call this Spider-Man pose because it's kind of like Spider-Man crouching. Slow breaths as you slowly crawl on over to the other side, sinking into that left hip as you straighten that right leg now in Skandasana or Spider-Man pose. And then turn towards that right foot now, planting that, or that left foot now, planting that right knee, rising on up into low lunge. Inhale deeply. Exhale as you curl those right toes under and then lift on up into those hips, straightening into that left leg, folding over into pyramid pose. Inhale. Exhale as you open that right arm to the sky, left arm down, triangle pose. Inhale. Exhale as you come up to center, turning both toes out, both heels in, sinking deep into goddess pose. Inhale, rise on up, heel toe those feet on in. Left arm grabs right wrist now as you tilt towards the left, making the crescent moon on the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. That's one round of a moon salutation. We'll do another round in the opposite direction. So we started on the right side last time. We'll start on the left this time. So we're going to inhale those arms up to the sky. Exhale, left wrist, hand grabs right wrist, tilt towards the left, making that crescent moon towards the left. Exhale, arms back to the sky. Step those feet out wide. Sink deep into those knees, cactus those arms, goddess pose. Inhale, rise on up. Left arm reaches towards the left side, tilting forward. And then when you can no longer tilt, but without bending your spine, tick-tock those arms down. Left arm down at 6 o'clock. Right arm up to 12. Triangle pose. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down to frame that left foot. Turn that right foot towards the back wall as well. Fold forward over that left leg in pyramid pose. Breathe deep. Inhale, exhale, drop down to that knee. Rise on up. Arms up to low lunge. Breathing in deep. And when you're ready, both hands come to the inside of that left foot now. Come up on those right toes and then sink deep into that left hip, straightening out that right leg in Skandasana or Spider-Man. Crawl your hands and your hips on over to the right side now, sinking deep into that right hip as you straighten through that left leg in Skandasana pose. Inhale as you turn towards that right foot. Drop onto that left knee. Raise your arms up. Low lunge. Inhale as you curl into those left toes. Exhale as you raise on up. Fold forward over that right leg. Pyramid pose. Inhale. Exhale, right arm comes down to the mat. Left arm up to the sky. In triangle pose. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Turn those left toes back out, raise those arms up. Exhale as you sink into those knees. Cactus those arms. Goddess pose. Inhale, rise on up, heel toe. Those feet back under your hips. Right hand grabs left wrist. And tilt over to the right, making that crescent moon. Once again. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. I'm going to turn back towards the top of my mat now as we begin moving beyond that moon salutation. But take a moment to feel that energy moving through you. Acknowledge anything that may come up for you as you feel that. And don't judge it, just recognize it. Inhale as you sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center all the way down to the mat. In forward, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold and plant those hands as you step your right foot back, followed by the left. In plank pose. Inhale as you step that left foot across all the way as far over as you can get it on the right side. And then open your right arm up to the sky in fallen triangle. Opening our heart. Inhale, open. Exhale as you bring that right hand back to where it was in plank. And then we're going to lift that left leg to the sky in three-legged dog. Bend into that left knee and move that left heel towards your glute, opening up in that hip. One more breath like this. And then exhale, bring that foot back to meet the right. Inhale. Exhale, right foot comes across all the way to the left as far over as you can get it. And then opening up that left arm to the ceiling. Fallen triangle on the other side. One more breath in here. Exhale, left hand plants once again as you raise that right foot to the sky. Breathe in, bend that right heel, and then open that right foot towards that glute, opening the hip in three-legged dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale, right foot meets the left. And this time keep those hips lifted high in downward facing dog. Breathe for a moment in downward dog. Feel the energy moving through you with that energy of Aries. Take that moment where we are in this inversion, sort of bowing in a posture of surrender. Inhale, right foot comes to the sky. Exhale as many steps as you need. Bring that right foot between your hands and drop onto that left knee. Rising on up into low lunge. Bring your hands behind your back and clasp them together as you pull those fists towards the floor, opening our heart with that energy of Cancer to feel into our emotions. We're opening up our hearts, and then on an exhale, we're going to plant our hands on either side of that right foot, straightening through that right leg, bowing in surrender with the energy of the last quarter moon for release in half splits. One more breath here in half splits. And then just bring that right knee to meet the left in tabletop. Inhale, left leg comes to parallel to your spine. Exhale as many steps as you need to get there. Bring that left foot between your hands. Staying down on that right knee. Come on up into low lunge. Once again, clasp those hands behind your back and pull those fists towards the floor, opening up that heart. Opening our heart with the energy of Cancer. Looking forward to the newness that is around the corner with the new moon. And then planting those hands around the left foot, straightening through that left leg, bringing those hips over our right knee, bowing in release with the last quarter moon in pyramid, or not pyramid, half splits pose. Breathe deep. With every exhale, find something else you can let go of. Find something else you can release so we can tune into that path of alignment. One more breath in. On an exhale, bring that left knee to meet the right. Inhale deeply. And then exhale, keeping your hands where they are. Just sink back into those heels. Press that forehead on the mat. Bowing in surrender to the universe in an ultimate releasing posture with child's pose. Taking a moment for yourself here in Child's before we move again with the energy of Aries. I'm going to talk you through this as you continue taking your moment in Child's pose, but our next sequence is going to be another flowing kind of sequence, kind of fast moving. And we're going to come on an inhale here in Child's pose, and then we're going to come up onto our knees, clasping our hands behind our back to open our heart in camel. It doesn't have to be a deep camel, especially because it's going to be a fast moving one. And you can even just keep your hands at the bottom of your spine, up, just above your tailbone behind you, if that's what you would prefer to do. But we're going to move through that 4 times. So take one more moment here in Child's pose. And then on your next inhale, get ready to move. Inhale here in Child's pose. Exhale, come up on your knees. Bring your hands behind your hips, opening your heart with that nurturing energy of Cancer. Exhale as we bow and surrender and release in Child's. Inhale, moving with that energy of Aries once again back into camel, opening that heart. Exhale, bow. Child's pose. Inhale, camel. Exhale, Child's. Last one in camel. Inhale, camel. Open that heart, and then exhale. This time we're just going to sit our hips back onto our heels here in hero pose. We're going to do another brief energetic sort of cleansing with that Aries fire here in hero to open that heart with that energy of Cancer all at the same time. So we're going to inhale, opening our arms wide out to the side, opening that heart. Exhale, round your spine as you close your hands, bringing palms together. 3 more times. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, round that spine and close. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, close. One last one each way. Inhale, open that heart. Exhale, round that spine and close those hands. And then inhale, come back up to center, nice tall spine. We're going to just simply shift onto our bottoms and bring our heels in front of us. Nice tall spine, opening that chest, shoulders back and down. active through those feet as you kind of pull those heels into the mat. In Dandasana, just for a moment, nice staff pose, a nice energetic posture. Inhale deeply. Exhale, we're gonna bend through that right knee and bring the sole of the right foot to plant on the mat. And then inhale, raise that left arm to the sky. Exhale, cross that left arm to the outer right part of your hip, using your right arm behind you as a kickstand as you turn over and look behind your right shoulder. Here in half Lord of the Fishes, in a variation of that. Twisting. Twists are great for release. Removing stagnant energy, removing things that don't serve us. Inhale deeply. Exhale, come back to center. And then we're gonna bend through that left foot now, planting that left sole of your foot out pretty wide from your body, having a nice generous bend in that left knee. And then exhale as you cross that left ankle over, or that right ankle over that left thigh. Inhale up and exhale, subtly fold forward in a seated variation of a figure 4. We store so much of our emotions in our hips, as I've said so many times before. And since the energy of Aries in Cancer season is asking us to really specifically address energetic release where our energy is being drained, we need to figure out where those emotions are coming from first. So we need to release through those emotions and those hips too. One more breath here. Exhale, bring both heels back in front of you, opening that chest, shoulders back and down here in Dandasana once again. Inhale deeply. Exhale, plant that left sole of your foot as close to your body as you can get it, bending in that left knee. Inhale, raise that right arm to the sky now. Exhale as the right hand comes to the outer left part of your left hip. And use your left hand as a kickstand behind you and turn around and look over that left shoulder now. Twisting the other way, wringing the body out of that stagnant energy, that stuff that doesn't serve us. We're just twisting it all away. Clearing the space for the newness to come with the new moon. One more deep breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Bend into that right foot once again, planting that right sole of the foot kind of far away. And then cross that left ankle over that right thigh. Maybe grab behind that right thigh to pull your chest towards your right foot. Your left foot rather. Here in a figure 4 seated variation. Opening through that hip, deeply releasing with the energy of Cancer. We've used so much of that fire energy today in that quick moving practice to really release through stagnant energy, release through things that don't serve us, through old ways, old habits. And now we tune into our emotions to ensure that we are finding where our energy is being drained. And release through that. One more deep breath in. Exhale, bring that left sole of your foot next to the right now. Keeping those legs bent, we're just going to tilt both of those knees towards the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, tilting them both to the right. Inhale, center. Keep windshield wiping those knees to release into those hips just a little bit more. One more each direction, wherever you are. And then as you're ready, make your way to a comfortable seat. Maybe you want to cross your legs. Maybe you just want to sit with your legs out long like you did in Dandasana. But find yourself seated comfortably for just a few moments as I take you through the meditation for the last quarter moon in Aries. This is a meditation for surrender and renewal. Find yourself in that comfortable seat, and if it feels safe and right for you, you may slowly close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Begin to tune in to the rhythm of your breath, taking deep, slow breaths in and out through the nose. Inhale peace and calm. Exhale away any tension or worries. Feel each breath guide you deeper into relaxation. And as you breathe, allow your body to become heavy, sinking into the surface beneath you. With every exhale, release any physical tension. Allow your muscles to relax and soften. Unclench your jaw. Allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears. Soften the space between your eyebrows and sink into your hips. Breathe in peace and calm. Breathe out tension and worry. Relax. Soften. Allow each breath to guide you deeper and deeper into relaxation. The waning crescent is a symbol of closure, and its rest is gentle. The diminishing light reminds us that it's time to let go, to clear away the old and prepare for the new. It invites you to slow down, to surrender, and embrace the quiet like a soothing blanket of stillness. As you breathe in this gentle light of the crescent moon, take a moment to reflect on your life recently and acknowledge everything that has happened, both in your control and beyond it, both the good and the bad. Reflect on any aspects of your life where you felt resistance or stress. And instead of holding on to these experiences, imagine each one as a breath. As you exhale, gently release them into the vast night sky. With every release, feel your body and your mind become lighter, more at peace. Allow these breaths to clear your mind, to create space within your body. Silently affirm to yourself, I surrender to the flow of life. I surrender to the flow of life. I surrender to the flow of life. Breathe and trust that what is meant for you will come in its own perfect timing. In this space of surrender and trust, commit to a period of rest and recuperation. Breathe and draw in peaceful, calming energy of the moon. Let this energy fill you with tranquility, washing over you like a gentle wave and soothing your thoughts and emotions. Stay with these feelings of peace and surrender for a few moments, breathing deeply and allowing the serene energy of the waning crescent moon to rejuvenate your spirit. As you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to your surroundings. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Turn your elbows and wrists. And as you feel ready, open your eyes. Take the energy of this waning crescent with you. Bring the energy of the waning crescent moon with you as you prepare yourself to welcome new beginnings with a renewed sense of peace and clarity. It is always my humble honor to have you join me in practice and to join this beautiful community of Yoga by the Moon. And I sincerely appreciate you coming with me today in this energetic release. And I look forward to the coming new moon practice with you. From my heart to yours. Namaste.